Hello everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Salt. I'm an LR4 with over 5,000 hours in the game, and in these guides my goal is to help beginning players and mid-game players, some may know this already, how to do various things in the game that are just a little bit complicated. So today we are going to be going over the Cephalon Simaris reputation grind, just because that's one that I see a lot of people, even mid-game players, having some confusion or issues with. So if we go on to the syndicate board here, he's the guy at the very end on miscellaneous. He's the guy that wants you to scan things for him. So as you see here, my daily standing that I can get every day is 33,000. That's the maximum. It's based on your mastery rank or legend rank. So we're going to be capping this out, and we're going to be capping it out in a very in a quick manner. So the thing with Cephalon Simaris rep is that there's two different ways of getting it. You can scan things, which is the quickest way, and you could do quests for him, which is not a quick way, but it lets you go past cap. So if you see here, I can only get 33,000 standing per day. Well, actually, I can actually get up to 43,000 standing per day, depending on how many targets Cephalon Simaris gives me. If he only gives me 2 targets, that would be 5,000. But if he gives me 4 targets, I can get 43,000 in a day. So his quests, while they're not the quickest, they let you go past cap. So, okay, let me go back to my arsenal here, and we'll go over some basic things that you're going to need to do this efficiently. The very first one, and probably the most important thing, is a stealth frame or a frame that is able to put enemies in an unaware state. So that would be abilities that put enemies to sleep. I think Equinox and Baruch, if I'm not mistaken, have sleeping abilities. There might be a few others. Invisibility frames, like I said, and there might be a few other abilities that I'm just missing off the top of my head that put enemies in an unaware state. Now, the reason for this is scans that you get while enemies are unaware count for double the amount of experience. So you get more experience for those unaware enemies. So, me personally, I like doing this on Loki. He has a very cheap invisibility button that lasts for a very long time. Normally you just build Loki out for crazy amounts of duration anyway, so it lasts for very long. The other thing you're going to want for these builds is a beater stick, a good melee. Well, actually, it doesn't really even need to be good, because again, this is not going to be done on Steel Path. This is going to be done on just regular content. So build it out as best you can. The important thing is it has to be able to one-hit enemies, because you do not want to hit an enemy and then he becomes aware and he starts running around and trying to trip alarms and things. So your beater stick or your melee, it needs to be able to one-shot enemies. And then finally, the pet. Make sure your pet is a sentinel and not a regular companion. And it's just because the companions sometimes like to go rogue and they just start running around beating the crap out of enemies. And so you don't have that issue with sentinels. They just stay kind of invisible with you over your shoulder the whole time. Companions will stay invisible most of the time, but there's some weird instances where they go crazy and they go rogue. So that's the important things there. Now we're going to go and we're going to pick the mission that we're actually going to do this on. And there are a few options here. So I personally like to do exterminate missions. Now, when I was a lower mastery rank, my favorite mission to do this on was Palace on Ceres. And it's just because the Palace mission doesn't make you kill a lot of enemies. It makes you kill like almost a perfect amount to max your Simaris standing in one run. So, but as I got higher MR and then I started getting into the legend ranks, I have too much standing, and I can't max my standing on Palace anymore. So me personally, I like to do it now on Sedna on Adaro. So Adaro is going to It's always going to be a little bit random how many enemies they want you to kill, but Adaro makes you kill a little bit more enemies than the Ceres node there. Adaro also has higher level enemies, which are going to count for more experience as well. So we're going to be doing this on Adaro. So I think that is everything there. We can probably get into this. I'm going to do this in one take, no cuts. That way you're able to, you know, I'm not cherry picking the best missions or the best runs that I've had. So as soon as you go into the mission, you're going to go ahead and go invisible. So I'm just going to press my 2 button. Then you're going to go into your wheel. You have to make sure you actually put your synthesis scanner on. So I'm going to go to my synthesis scanner. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to just follow the mission. And I'm going to scan enemies. Scan that guy. Scan that. Scan him. Scan him. There's a little dog right there. Bam. And then once you've scanned them, you're good to go to whack them. Just make sure you don't whack them where there's enemies nearby, because they can trip alarms. You'll make some mistakes sometimes. It's okay to make a mistake. You'll just lose a little bit of possible rep that you would have gained on that run. But all these little numbers that are coming across are standings that I'm getting. And now I'm looking here. I've gotten most of the people in this room. You see, this guy's still green, so I'm going to hit him. If you've noticed, people you haven't scanned are going to be green, and the other guys are not going to have any colors on them. So now that most of this room is done, I can kind of get to whacking here. You want to kill them quick, because you don't want them to trigger alarms. Did I get this guy? I did. Okay, cool. But that guy, I got him too, all right. All right, let's keep going on the mission here. We're in a new room now, so we're going to scan that guy. Scan him. You have a little bit of a grace period when you go out of stealth to press your button, and they still don't see you. So even if you go uninvisible, like right in front of their face, you have about like a second grace period where they won't become aware. So as long as you click that button quickly again, you're good. All right, we're going to go in this room. This is kind of a bigger room here. There's other like weird stuff you can scan too. Like I could scan that turret, but let me show you what happens. I get a lot less rep, only 10 rep for that. So that's not really worth scanning. So now that I've gotten all these guys, I'm just going to kill them quickly. There's one guy down below. Did I get him already? I did. Okay, cool. Got him already, so I can whack him. You know, and as you're scanning, you're doing the mission too, because you're killing guys, so the exterminate is progressing. Now, the reason I like doing Grineer over other factions is because they're big fat dudes. Corpus are also not terrible to do an exterminate mission for. It's just that they have the Ospreys and the Moas that are a little bit like spastic on how they move. That one guy might have saw me. I have to kill these guys quickly. So the Corpus have like a few enemies that are a little bit like spastic. So that's why I kind of like Grineer a little bit better. And then the Infested have the most density of enemies. So you would think they would be the best to do this on. But they're super, super spastic in their movements. Like, it's actually really hard to get good scans on those infested enemies. So I prefer Grineer missions for this. All right, we killed all those guys. We're going to head up top here now. Oh, I think we're getting Stalker, maybe. The unfortunate thing is he can actually screw up your thing there. Because he knows where you are, and he'll, like, alert the other enemies weirdly. And so sometimes Stalker can screw you up if he spawns. We'll see. The lights flickered, but nothing happened. See how I only got 70 there? It's because he saw that dead body. So I got a little bit less for this dude because he saw that dead body right there. And that's okay. You're going to mess up a little bit in your runs. It's not the end of the world. If one dude gives you 70 instead of 200 and something, oh well, it's okay. Keep going. I'm going a little bit slower in this run, just to explain everything as I go and not to go like too quick. Kind of makes you feel like a dirty paparazzi. You're taking like dirty pictures on Elias Grenier. It's good training to be a 10-0. One more dude here, and then I can go ahead and start whacking. Got him, him, them, him, and him. Okay, oh, there's two more here. There we go. Okay, up top, there's a few here. That one guy saw me. I already scanned him though, so it was okay. I think he saw a dead body. You see how he's alerted here? I got him before he was alerted, but he's alerted now. So you want to kill them when they're alerted. Eggs miss. Got a few in this room here. Few on the bottom floor. I'm going to head down here. The other thing is if you bump them, they will also become alerted, so be careful. Like this guy, I'm going to bump into him. Say I bumped him, and now I'm going to try to scan him, and he's only 71. So try not to bump into them either. You only want to melee them after you've scanned them, of course. Oops. I was a little bit slow on my thing there, so some of these guys will be alerted. All right. That one, okay. I think I should be pretty good to start whacking. Those guys are done. He's done. They're done. This guy down here. Oop. Don't have him yet. Whoop. And you'll know that you are full of rep because eventually it will say, instead of saying plus 200 or whatever, it will say no more rep to be gained or something. It's actually been a while. I forgot what it exactly says. It will say, I'm not sure. It'll say something different than plus 200. I think it'll say like reached or like max rep reached or something like that. So that's how you know that you're maxed out. It'll actually tell you. So just keep scanning. Just keep scanning. As long as you're getting numbers, you're doing well. Got all these guys up here. I wonder if I can just kill them all. Got all these guys down here already. Yeah, probably. Oops, see how he's running? He's going to try to hit an alarm, so I had to kill him real quick. Okay, they should be pretty good. This guy, I don't think has been alerted. Nope. Alrighty. Gonna move on to the next room there. We should be getting somewhat close to Cap here. I think I got these guys ready. I just forgot to kill them. Maybe I should kill them for the exterminate mission. Although we're getting pretty close to finishing the exterminate here. All right, so I'm done with the exterminate, but I haven't gotten all my scans yet. I think I hit this guy once. There we go. I only got 72 for that guy. I wonder if he was alerted or if I'm getting close to my end here. Let's see on the next scan. All right, I'm still getting numbers, so he must have been alerted. You really don't even need to kill him anymore at this point. You can just scan him and kind of move past him. Just because we're done with the exterminate now. So I'll just be scanning until it tells me I'm full. I might not fill up in this one run just because I have a... There we go. See how it says daily affinity reached? Now I know I'm done. So if I try to scan another dude, like this dude here I haven't scanned, if I try to scan him, it'll say 0 plus 0. So that's how you know you're completed there. So let me head to extraction. Remember, I went a little bit slow on this, but what was it? Probably like 10-ish minutes. Let's see. Yeah, 10-ish minutes. I probably could have did it in like 8 minutes if I wasn't like explaining everything. So 8 minutes, I have completely maxed out my Cephalon Simaris rep, 33,000 for the day. Now, that's not the end of it. If that's all you wanted to see, that's fine. You can end the video here, but I'm going to show you how to go past your cap now. So we're already at our cap. We're at our 33,000. If I look here in the syndicates and go to miscellaneous, Cephalon Simaris is done on the bottom. No more daily standard to be gained. But let me go to him. Let me click here. I'm going to go to visit Cephalon Simaris, and we're going to get one of his quests. I don't know if he's going to make me do all of them. He might make me do all of them. I'm only going to do one if that's the case, because I don't want to keep everyone in the video for too long. But you're going to talk to Cephalon Simaris. You're going to ask him, do you have any targets? And he's going to tell you, ooh, look, we got 4 targets. So again, each target is going to be 2,500 rep that you can go past your cap. So when you get a 4-target quest, it'll be 10,000 rep that you can go past. Actually, it says it right there, 10,000. So we need to get ballistas. And we're going to say, I will perform the scan. Okay. I'm going to go back to my orbiter here. And now I'm going to tell you a good place to find those resources. So we need to kill ballistas. You would think ballistas, like, I mean, I see ballistas all the time. They should be on everywhere, but they're not really. They're like the actual synthesis ballistas aren't going to be everywhere. So I actually like to use a resource. There's a Steam community forum. The person that started this forum is called Evil Flora, so I want to give them a little bit of credit here because I actually use this forum all the time, every single time I do one of these things. So if you just Google Cephalon Simaris synthesis target locations, there'll be a few things that pop up, but you want to go to the Steam forum that was made by Evil Flora, and if you scroll down, it's going to have basically where you need to go to get these ballistas. So let me look real quick here. Ballista. Okay. So ballistas are going to be on Earth, Mantle, which is a capture mission. 82% chance to spawn there. So it's not a 100% chance, but we'll try it there. So now I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to Earth. What did it say? Earth Mantle. Earth Mantle. And we're going to look for that ballista. Now, this is going to be different. This is going to be different than what we just did. We don't have to do this slowly. We can fly through this thing because we're just taking those dirty pictures of one single dude in this mission.
You are here to find our target.
So we don't even care about going stealth. We're just going to fly. I'm going to go stealth anyway because my Loki is pretty weak. You see how Cephalon Simaris is talking to me right now? That's how you know that the synthesis target is on the map. So even though like this forum said that the ballista was only an 82% chance to spawn, we know he's here now. So if you didn't get that, you could just straight up abort and then come back in. But we know the ballista's here somewhere. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run and we're going to do this mission here. We're going to kill this guy. Boop. Capture him. All right. Now somewhere on the map, is going to be that ballista. You do sometimes want to check like the little hallways like off to the side. You don't want to just make a straight beeline to the extract. Just because sometimes, like since this target will be like down these areas, when you get kind of close, he'll start talking to you. So once Cephalon Simaris starts talking to you, you know you're kind of close to him. And you'll get an orange marker on your screen. Now, you don't need anything special for the synthesis captures. So like I know there's like traps and all other kinds of like weird crap that you can get. You don't need any of that. You just need to know that the target has 4 points on them, and you need to scan those 4 points. Now, the difficult thing is the target's going to be running around like a crazy person. So you're going to have to try to scan those 4 points while the target is running amok. Is that him right there? That's him right there. Okay, so this is our target. So you see one of the points is on his head. So I'm going to try to follow him with my little paparazzi camera. I got his head. All right, now one of his points is on his leg. Got it, okay. One of his points is kind of on his butt. I'm going to go invisible here so these guys don't shoot the hell out of me. One of his points is on his butt, so I'm taking pictures of his butt now. Bam, got it, okay. I think the next one's like on his arm or hip or something. Bam, got it. So that's all 4 points. He's done. Now he goes into space or whatever. I don't really know where he goes. And that's it. He's done. Now, I didn't get any rep for him himself, but when I turn this quest in, I'll get 2,500 rep for each of those ballistas I get. So if I was to run this mission 3 more times and get those 3 ballistas, I can go back to Cephalon Simaris, and I can turn them in for 10,000 Cephalon Simaris rep. That goes past cap, so I can actually get 43,000 a day. So that is super good. So you saw how easy that was. In a single mission, 10 minutes, probably could have did it quicker than that. I got 33,000 rep with Cephalon Simaris. I maxed it out. And if I really wanted to push rep, like if I really wanted something in his store, I could do the thing where I go past rep by actually doing his quest. His quest is going to be less time efficient because you actually have to do multiple missions. But you can go past cap technically with those. So, and then lastly, I want to go into the Cephalon Simaris store and kind of show you possible things you can buy for plat. Because his store, people hate farming Cephalon Simaris rep. And because of it, some of his store stuff is pretty like inflated in the cost. You can make a good amount of plat doing this stuff. So this is Cephalon Simaris here, and to the right is his little store. And if you go in his store, before I did this video, I actually went on Warframe Market, and I found what I believe is going to be the most efficient thing to buy for plat to sell. Now, keep in mind, this is as of recording of this video. This could change like tomorrow. Who knows? So if we look here, health conversion is 100,000 rep. And 100,000 rep, this sells for 60 plat right now on the market. Okay? Energy conversion is 100,000 rep, and it sells for 50 plat. So health conversion would be a better seller than energy conversion. But energy generator is only 75,000 rep, and it sells for 60 plat, just like health conversion. So that would make it the best Cephalon Simaris seller that there is right now. The other one that used to sell really good was companion weapon ribbons. These things used to sell for 7,500 plat. They don't do that anymore. I checked the market. They're at like 5 and 10 plat now. So these are not the way to go anymore. But energy generator right now is like the best seller for Cephalon Simaris. But he's got some other cool stuff that sells pretty good too. So definitely worth farming him. So farming his rep. I hope that helped some like new players. Maybe it helped some mid-game players that weren't completely aware of that. Most end-game players are probably aware of this whole farm, but I just wanted to put this out there. So I hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, consider giving it a like. If you haven't subbed yet, consider subbing or tell me what I can do to earn your sub. And thanks so much, guys. I hope you guys have a good day. All right, bye.